Well, hello! Welcome back to my stream or video, depending on where you are or when you are. This is Rhench. This guy. I am Rhench, and I will be continuing to play Pokemon Fire Red in Nuzlocke Hardcore rules, meaning standard Nuzlocke rules apply of only capturing the first Pokemon in any given route that you meet, no duplicates, if your Pokemon faint, they die permanently, and you don't get to keep using them. And I've added the extra rules that I can't overlevel the gym trainer for the next gym, and in the case of the current video, the first member of the Elite Four, Lorelei, their maximum level Pokemon, so in this case level 54, is the highest my Pokemon can be. And I can't use items in battle, and there's other little things. I can't use legendaries, and just other little things that are sprinkled in for flavor and to make things a little bit more interesting. I've gotten really good at making things interesting lately, as I have lost 2 of the Pokemon that I was planning to, well, arguably 3 of the Pokemon that I was planning to field in the Elite Four. So I've had to make a number of changes to the roster over the course of the last several videos. So as you can see, Kabuto is now hanging out in the roster, despite Kabuto having literally never seen a battle, and is also level 50, despite having literally never seen a battle. We've got Faded Oasis, who is our starter Venusaur. We've got our, Crispy, the Kabuto. We've got Low-Key, who's been our Lapras, and has been sort of filling the tank role, and was the off-tank until Snorlax died recently, but we've got Calvin, our Haunter, who ghosts are broken as heck, and we've got Liss, our Hypno, who psychic is broken as heck. So, we are missing a 6th Pokemon. And I've had some thought, and I've had some talks with some people who, give me good and bad advice. And my thinking at this point is that I need to figure out whether or not I can afford TMs for the things that I need before I make a final decision. So what I am going to do, no, we are not storing Hypno, that is not happening. What I am going to do is I am going to grab Dutch, and Dutch is going to take us to the place where we can learn if we can afford TMs. So we're gonna head right on down to Celadon City. And in Celadon City, we are going to make our way to the Rocket Game Corner. So the things that we're looking for are Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. At least those are the things that I'm looking for. Ice Beam is TM13 and Thunderbolt is TM14, so I need 8,000 coins. Just gonna... 1 second here. I know there's something... Barely... No, I don't want to play the slots right now. Thank you, game. Would have sworn there was one right here. Okay. I thought there were coins on the floor here. I guess I was mistaken? Doesn't matter. So anyway, I need 8,000 coins. I currently have 59 coins, which is not enough, and I have 118,000 Pokédollars. So, let us look at the exchange rate. Exchange rate is 10,000 for 500 coins, so 20,000 is 1,000 coins, and I need to do that 8 times, so 160,000. So I don't currently have enough money to get 2 TMs, which isn't ideal. And I could play the slots, which would be incredibly boring. Hey, I found 10 coins, how lovely. Which would be incredibly boring for both me and for you. Or I could try to sell some things. Hey, I found 40 coins, we're making money hand over fist here. And even to play slots where I can just find stuff on the floor. So, the Mass Effect theme rotates at the end so quickly, and I can't hear it every time, and it takes away brain space. So we're just gonna go with something else. Okay. So, another option I can do is I need to get to 160,000, right? That was what I said. Where's the... oh, this is Celadon. Mart is this place. Another option is selling off all my garbage and seeing exactly how far that gets me. What do moonstones sell for? Oh, you can't buy them. Okay. Ether is too valuable. That's not happening. Ice Heal sells at 125 and we can consider it. Those aren't getting... okay, so the nugget is definitely sold no matter what. So that helps. 5 grand moves us a little closer. X special can't be used, so that's good. Revive can't be used. Making little gains here. I thought there was something you could do if you evolved a Cloyster with a big pearl in it, and Cloyster is on the potential list. It's, I would say, top 2 of the things that I'm considering taking to the Elite Four, but I'm leaning against it right now. I'm skipping frames. Well, what's going on with that? It's an odd thing. See if that resolves itself, and if not, we'll stop and start re-recording a video, because I don't want to continue to skip frames. Anyway, so we'll hold on to that for the moment. Pretty sure there's nothing else I can do with Stardust. We'll sell that off. Can't use guard spec. I can sell the EXP share? That's not happening. Oh, pay $100 for my leftovers. Dire hit doesn't work. I don't think we're getting as close as we need to here. Like, even burning off these pearls for 2100. And yeah, that's, I mean, oh wow, the rare candies sell really expensive. Oh, I have a plan for those though. Plan is not as important as having enough. I don't especially think I'm gonna need Ice Heal, but it's only 125. So, I am continuing to skip frames. Why though? Do I have programs active that I should? Don't appear to. Keep an eye on it. Alright, so continuing to figure out what I need here. Could just play the slots for a little while to ensure that I get that TM, or I could not take Ice Beam and instead put Blizzard on something. And I know Lapras has Ice Beam, I'm not forgetting that, but I am worried that if Lapras gets into a spot that I can't handle, or that I want to not let Lapras die, or if Lapras does die, that I will have no options for Blaine if it happens before then, because Lapras with Thunderbolt is my plan for Lorelei at this point, because everything else that could learn Thunderbolt is basically dead, except Haunter, who I'm not convinced is the right choice for Lorelei, partially because Haunter is my key plan for Bruno. So if Lapras is out and is very resistant to all the stuff that Lorelei's Pokemon are doing, while at the same time throwing Thunderbolts around, I think that should be able to solve Lorelei without too much risk, especially with leftovers on Lapras. I think that will solve it. Then Bruno can be handled mostly by Haunter. Bots can be handled really easily, so that's nice. Goodbye, bot. And Agatha can be handled by a combination of Haunter and Hypno. So that's the plan. Now there's small backups and other ideas here. Kabuto is a decent idea as a sub-in for Lorelei at some point. I've considered, and I'm not 100% sold on the idea, but I've considered Kabuto as the lead against Lorelei, because Kabuto will have at least one rock move because I can teach it Rock Tomb. I think, we're in a TM case, let's learn for sure whether or not that's possible. I am looking for Rock Tomb. And Kabuto can in fact learn Rock Tomb. So at the very least we can have Kabuto learn Rock Tomb, go into the battle against Lorelei ready to Rock Tomb the shit out of her team, because Rock is super effective against Ice. And then I'm just sort of seeing what my other options are here. I don't think anything on my team can learn Overheat, which is a damn shame, because Overheat is a lot of power for not bad accuracy. Like, honestly, that's pretty cool. But it also sharply reduces the special attack, so it's an interesting trade-off. We could go with some kind of crazy double team strat, which is cheap, but I don't care. I've got enough things working against me that cheap doesn't really matter to me at this point. Earthquake, I think, is something we're going to end up putting on Faded, because Faded's the only one on the team who can learn it. I doubt we're going to be using Solar Beam, though it can be put on Faded. Lapras already knows that, but we're going to probably get rid of it. Okay, so the reason I was actually in here was Blizzard. And I can put this on Kabuto as a potential answer to Lance. I'm thinking if I can't get the Ice Beam, it's probably a good idea, as opposed to nothing. I don't think that'll be super effective. I don't know how Hail works against things that Ice is super effective against. So that's kind of where I am at the moment. So we're through Agatha. If we still have Lapras, we have a decent shot against Lance. If not, we can use... If we don't have Lapras, we're in a lot of trouble, because Lapras is also the answer to the Gyarados in this plan, because Lapras has Thunderbolt. If we need something else, Kabutops, hopefully at that point it's a Kabutops, because I'm going to let it level once it gets to 55, so that it can learn Ancient Power instead of Rock Tomb, or maybe in addition to Rock Tomb, depending on what other crappy moves Kabuto has at that point. Ancient Power can be there for other flying types, so that can be an answer to Gyarados as well. It is not a good choice for Executor, but at the very least, The Blizzard might help there if it can tank a single hit. I'm debating whether Hypno is the best choice for the second leftovers or Kabuto. It's probably dependent on the Elite Four member. I think it's more likely Kabuto holds onto it in Lorelei. Hypno holds onto it for Bruno and Agatha, back to Kabuto for Lance. So I'll have to figure out the berry situation, and I'm still going to have to grind. None of this is today. I'm sorry if I led this video making you think I was going into the Elite Four today. That's not happening. Because I have to train something up from whatever the hell level. So this whole process is getting me to figure out what I can train up. So the other option, Cloyster, I think is one of the choices, but it's really more of a what happens if Lapras dies option. It's really the same basic thing. It's strong defense, not great hit points on Cloyster actually, but it's basically a defensively oriented Pokemon that can kind of set up with spikes and do some of the, like a really gutted version of what I was doing with Toxic on Snorlax, and hang out, use ice attacks to hurt the dragons, be generally defensive against Lorelei and other options in case something crazy happens to Lapras and, you know, I forget how Perish Song works or something has a move I'm not expecting because my prep for this has been clearly perfect and never had any doubt cast on it. See this space for rent sign right here-ish. The other choice that has been pitched to me and that I don't love but I don't hate is Pidgeot. And Pidgeot is an option against Exeggutor. I don't have a great one otherwise. I could always just kind of put Hypno in, throw up Barrier, and go to town with Headbutts. But I'm still debating. But if I put Aerial Ace on Pidgeot, once I evolve it from a Pidgeotto, I put Aerial Ace on Pidgeot. I've been told Return is valuable. I'm not super comfortable with the friendship mechanic. And I definitely have that in here. I've got Steel Wing, and it's stuck with Fly because that's just how that is. And if I don't go Return, I could always go Double Team and just hope to cheese my way through with Evasion. I think that's probably the best plan right now because I think going into Cloyster doubles down on a weakness that I don't want to double down on. If I get caught off guard by a Rock Slide or something from one of the Onyxes, I don't know why Lapras would be out during that, but if something crazy happens and I need Lapras out and I get caught off guard, I don't want to flip right into something that's equally destroyed by it. The problem is Rock is also good against flying, so... Ugh. There are ground moves that the flying could help dodge, but anything that has the ground moves is pretty likely to have flying or rock moves as well. So I'm not entirely convinced. The normal typing might help against the ghosts if I'm in a pinch and need to do something with that. I'm just kind of at a loss. I think for now we train up Pidgeot, and somewhere for this rainbow there is a because it is currently Pidgeotto. No, you get to kind of hover on Faded's flower for now, that's fine. And Dutch gets to be part of the main team for the first time in a while. So, I guess we go ahead and we put this EXP share on Dutch. Dutch is level 35 right now. We put the leftovers. No, don't. Oh yeah, no, I said give. That's correct. Put the leftovers on, I suppose, list for now. And I suppose we get back to grinding. Oh, I should heal all of my things that appear really hurt that I didn't bother to heal. Wouldn't that be a great way to lose another Pokemon where I'm just like, wait, it's hurt? What? And there's nothing I can swap into that isn't also hurt? Alright. So here's that. So we haven't made that mistake entirely yet. And I suppose another question is how many... I need to be in my items at the moment. Goodness. So I don't think I can afford both TM. I don't think there's any way without finding some kind of money hack or something I can afford the TMs. I've got 10 full heals. I've got 4 full restores. Oh, I can sell the max revives. I didn't do that. I should... No, I'll do that at some point. I've got 4 max potions. I'm probably going to need more of those for between fights. Oh, there was one other thing I was going to do today. I found the location of a couple of items, and I'm not going to get them all today because I don't remember where each and every one of them is, but I've been missing a specific item around the game, and it's one that could really help me get through this line of trainers that I need to face in the Elite Four. And one of them has been a place that I have tried to figure out many times what the hell is going on with, just down this way, and have failed at every chance. But apparently I'm just stupid. So let's show everyone just how dumb I can be. So I was here for a really long time trying to figure out what the hell is going on. There's a sign to the left here. Let's show everyone the sign. There's a sign right here that says look to the left of that post. And so you look around and you're like, well, to the left, I guess there's a post over there that you could go to the left of, and you go over here. And you go to the post and you go, cool, I'm clicking the button. And you're like, what? I can't, there's nothing here. I can't do anything. And then you get off the bicycle that you're riding. And that lets you turn and look, and you click here, and you find the thing. And that's the thing. I've literally not picked up a PP up thus far this game. I know there's several that I've missed. I know there's one, I think there's one in the Rocket Casino. There's a bunch that are just kind of in plants in places, and I'm eventually going to go around and collect those. I might collect some other useful items if I think I've missed them. There are 2 trainers that rewatching the footage showed that I missed inside the that awful cave that killed my Snorlax. So I could go take a crack at them, and I generally need to train. That cave still scares me because that cave just blew up my goddamn Snorlax. So I may or may not stay in that cave to train, but for now, let's go Pikachu. Let's go take a look at those trainers. We'll get some levels on the way. We'll be careful not to over-level any of our Pokemon to level 55, because if that happens, I can't use them in the Elite Four, and that would be awful. So let's go take a look. And I'm leading with Lapras, the Pokemon that I am relying on most heavily in the Elite Four. Is that really wise? These things have had just an absolute cavalcade of nonsense. So, there's a part of me that wants to go get Thunderbolt and put it on Lapras. And there's another part of me that says I lost Thunderbolt and Toxic when Snorlax went down. And that, the Toxic wasn't any money, but the Thunderbolt was money that I could have spent on an Ice Beam if I hadn't used it yet when Snorlax had gotten messed up. So I'm a little gun-shy on doing that right away. Lapras is such a happy camper. And it's this way. I finally run into something, and it's an Arbok. Hello, Arbok. Yeah, sure, have Surf. And then, I don't think a Strength actually finishes you, but I have leftovers, so it's fine. Oh, it does. Even better. Alright, so let's take a crack at you. Alright, let's also take a crack at some new battle music. Turn this off. And turn this on. I heard them sting, but I'm not hearing the rest. I'm sure y'all are hearing it. That's just how this works sometimes. Alright, cool trainer Colby, what'd you start now with? Kingler. Oh, that's frightening. Oh, that has Guillotine. Lapras will take too long to kill it because it's resistant to Lapras's attacks. If I put Thunderbolt on it, I wouldn't have to worry. Look at me, being terrible at this game. Alright, we're gonna shift to Faded and hope for no Guillotine. Cool, I can live with that. Even through a Mud Shot, I outspeed. Very good, Faded. Very good. Hey, Dutch Crew. Cool, so this guy's a water trainer, I guess? Interesting. I thought these guys were generally pretty diverse. Tentacruel isn't actually super effective against this because Poison makes it just normally effective. We've fought a lot of Tentacruels in our day. It's weird. It stops immediately. Let's see. Let's just... a couple of things I want to save for the actual Elite Four, so... I don't want to... Hyper Potion. I don't want to Giga Drain a Tentacruel because I don't know if it has Clear Body or Liquid Ooze, and if it has Liquid Ooze, I could kill myself on hitting it. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Kinda want to just... that shot slowed me. It crits. Great. Stealing 11 on a non-crit. Nice. Good job, Faded. Thank you. This probably outspeeds me, but I don't think it has a move that messes me up. I'm stunned that that doesn't outspeed me after a mud shot. Hey, Faded dinged 52. Gotta be careful with that too. Blastoise. Top yourself off, Faded. Cool. It's totally manageable. Good work, Faded. Go ahead. I don't believe I've ever had a Pidgeot before. Well done, Dutch. And I'm guessing that whoever your ally here is probably either grass or fire, and both of those Lapras can handle. You also are a 5er. Face Ice Beam. Ice Beam with same type attack bonus. Ooh, we're gonna go through the evolution line, huh? Am I the only one that thinks, or that thought at some point, that Pidgeotto and Pidgeot were backwards because it goes Pidgey, Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, you would think? Like you keep adding to it instead of the way it ended up? I don't know, it feels like the names were assigned backwards. Are a bug. Whatever. Yep, you are also super effective by ice. And probably a Parasect. Things my Lapras kills in one hit for 200, Alex. Cool. So that's Caroline done. Weird. He's blue, she's red. You'd think her text would be green. And then I do a little dance and get attacked by a Geodude. Oh jeez, I really hope it doesn't. I was still, yeah, it doesn't do that. Oh my god, my eyes are closed. Okay, it crit, but it didn't kill. Oh, that would have been real annoying. Oh, and I don't think I can actually get out this way because I pushed a rock to get through. Because this dungeon is annoying and doesn't let you just leave. Yeah, so I would have to actually go in and solve this puzzle. In order to get out the normal way, or I could leave out the front. If I leave out the front, there is a... Oh, I can't, because then you can't back solve the puzzles either. This dungeon is so annoying. Alright, this grew. Guess we'll just do it this way. Really? Alright, well, we're doing a thing very much like grinding. Alright, don't use like a headbutt or something and then let it self-destruct and kill you. How about that? Good news is that Hypno's got pretty solid defensive stats, so it might be able to tank. But it is not a thing that I'd like to test. Hello, Primeape. I knew what was causing my frames to drop this time. I don't have the problems that I had before. Hopefully it's not too aggravating like it was when it was a complete utter slideshow. Seems like there's much fewer of the messages and they're much lower percentages, so... And I continue to keep an eye on it, but I have to figure out what's going on with my computer machine. Alright, cool. So we got out of there without Lapras actually dying, so that's nice. But that is why I hate that place. It is full of shit that does just unpleasant things. Like revenge and self-destruct and whatever the combination of stockpile, spit up, and swallow are. That's a weird thing. So we're just gonna be boring, and I'm sorry that it's boring, but it's a thing that needs to happen. I gotta grind, and I gotta grind somewhere that I don't feel like I'm gonna lose my freaking Lapras. Alright, let's remind ourselves what level Pokemon are here. 32 Spearow. Bonk. Okay, that's the low end. What are the like Ponytas? Oh, that's another Spearow. .34 is this Ponyta. Do I think Dutch can face those on Dutch's own? What is Dutch currently holding? EXP share. Okay, those numbers are much worse on my skipped frames. Why? Let's see what the issue is. Oh, I'm seeing some issues here. Give me just a second while I continue to investigate. Actually freed up some space since the last time I streamed, so that's probably not the problem. Okay. Yeah, I think I see what the problem is, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it without stopping the video, and since my computer is not quite up to the task of video editing at this point in time, we're gonna press on and hope that it's not as bad as it was a couple episodes ago, and do our best to fix things for the future again. You can give me that. Dutch, you can have that. To give you the thing I just had, I would. And we can turn this off and have a little bit of, I don't know, something restful, relaxing. I was like, oh no, fire's good against steel. Wait, no, this doesn't make it a steel type. It's just me being silly. Oh, that's right, I gave Dutch the leftovers. Good. Alright, well, so far so good. Oh, good crit. Don't you leer at me. Okay. That should be enough. Very good. Oh, and a crit. Even better. Keep on eating your leftovers, Touch. Could you please? We're gonna play a little safe here. It's terrible in this zone. It's not like these Pokemon don't need a little bit of grind themselves. Not exactly what I was looking for, but sure. Oh my goodness. It is just turning into a slideshow again, isn't it? Well, that's not okay. I think my CPU is turning into butter. These dudes running back and forth here. Now, do we commit the Aerial Ace to... I could always put Aerial Ace on, like, Persian for some reason. 60 power, and what does Wing Attack do? $60 power. So it's the exact same thing. So I probably overwrite that, and then I don't honestly know how to tell how much return is going to do on a Pokemon in particular. I don't know how much Dutch likes me. Dutch has been in and out of the team off and on, so I'd hope it was pretty solid. Because the benefit of Aerial Ace is that it just never misses, right? Yeah, it can't be evaded, so it's just better than Wing Attack. Crispy can learn Aerial Ace? What is with Aerial Ace? Hold on. That's a weird one. So, Mega Drain's not amazing, but it's at least a source of healing, so I'm okay with that. I don't hate Endure, I never really learned how it works, so that's something I should consider. Wonder if I can help things if I just get away from a few things. Let's see if that slows down the problems a little. Surf has to stay and Absorb definitely can go. So there's going to be a rock move in place of Absorb. I don't think Endure is really... like, what's the point of Endure? I guaranteed take a hit of something, but I'm not in a better place than I would be. It's not like Crispy's going to have Toxic, because that's gone. Okay, so I don't think that's the play. Aerial Ace is not same type attack on Crispy, so it's just flat worse. But Wing Attack is already on Dutch, so it's not like I'm losing anything. Why would I need a flying move on a Rock Water Pokemon, you ask? That's a good question. Why would I need a flying move on a Rock Water Pokemon? Certainly not going to put it in against a grass type, because it'll get murdered. Not putting it against the fighters. It's a very good question. Why would I put it on? Nice crit. And a nice level. We will say hi to another Pokemon right away. Cool, take a miss. As long as Dutch doesn't get self-destructed on, I think Dutch is pretty safe to farm here. And this is where I smash cut to me explaining how Dutch died. And we should be fine to farm Dutch pretty safely. Screech at me. It's rude. I guess if I wanted to teach it return now, I could do that. And then see how the damage compares. But then return wouldn't get... Oh no, return would get same type attack bonus because Pidgeot is part normal. Don't burn me, you jerk. Leftovers are such a good item. Oh, you know Aerial Ace. Interesting. Am I convinced Steel Wing kills in one hit? Because it critted last time, that's why it worked. Do I risk Dutch's life over hoping that that kills? Not right now, I don't. Oh, and rollout could have been an annoyance too. Just get a spray that keeps the Geodudes away. Most of the new songs I got are actually fast songs. So none of them really work while I'm just kind of hanging out. Okay, so we're leveling Dutch. We're going to use Dutch in the Elite Four, which I would not have expected when I caught Dutch. I was like, okay, cool, Dutch will get me around and I'll be part of the team until maybe after Erica. Dutch, I'm pretty sure, was the one who survived on like 3 HP in that rival battle that I was not really ready for in Pokemon Tower. So, you know, Dutch has had her share of moments. I'm about 103% sure that Dutch can't take a crit self-destruct. So I think the right play is indeed to not risk such a thing. Oh, hello. Oh, nice crit. Cool, and that did 24. Very nice, Dutch. Hello. What? Are you a bot? I think you're a bot. You're confusing me, whoever you are in the chat. I think you're a bot. Okay, so... just go with a song that I enjoy. I'm like 95% sure this person in my chat is a bot, but there's a small chance that they're just really weird. Like, I'm certainly not clicking on the link they're telling me to go to, which is one of the reasons I think they're a bot. Brain, why are you not working? Go to the thing that you just clicked on. Cool, thanks Pigglyjig, I appreciate it. We'll just get rid of that. Oh wow, that thing matches my level. Okay, we're gonna play this one safe, and we're gonna not let Dutch die to a crit takedown. Okay, good job using agility a second time as you're about to die. We'll go quickly into your grave. Well, that was a higher level than I was expecting. Not a problem. Good XP and all. Could always go back to farming Tentacruel. Tentacool, I guess. Okay, so we just do this for a while. We get Dutch up to the par with the rest of the crew. Get the rest of the crew and Dutch up to 54. We eventually go on a world-spanning adventure to find PP ups and other various things to sell in the hopes that I can get enough TMs to make my team work. I think Thunderbolt is the A1 priority. If I can get a second one, it will probably be Ice Beam for Kabuto. Quit throwing money at me. Can't even pick up your money. Dutch keeps on growing, which I like. Six damage. Dutch heals for 7. Takes another 7. Got a dark move me there, Spiro. Nice crit. Saved you some extra damage there. Just gonna keep on playing safe with this, because last thing I need is to lose another... I'd say Dutch is pretty high level compared to the rest of the stuff in my boxes. Dutch isn't quite everyone. Honestly, one of the reasons that Pidgeot is an easy to stomach idea that was given to me by a friend is that Pidgeot is higher level than practically anything but Persian that I would have to grind, so there's a little less grind. I think I just ground Kabuto to 50 in this spot, and also the water. To be fair, I did it completely on EXP share, but I'd rather not have to go from level 5 again, because that was just not fun. Alright, so we're gonna keep on beating these up. At some point we go get the PP ups from the places in the world where they are. What do I use those on? Probably Thunderbolt. Maybe one of the Psychics. Nice, another level for Dutch. Nope, no. In case you're wondering why I use Calvin despite him having no super effective moves, is because if Self-Destruct happens, Calvin ignores it, so... Cool, crit kills. Dutch gets bigger. Well, higher on the EXP track. So, what is left other than the grind? The grind is all. fix that. So, I think we've used about the best choices that we can make after. Yeah, okay. Letting Snorlax die to a revenge crit. Not the best choice I could make. Fighting Articuno when my Zapdos was several levels under it and didn't buy Thunderbolt yet. Not the best choice I could make. What I mean is, with the options we have left to us after all of that stupidity, I think we still have a decent team. You know, there's a couple of Pokemon on the team that this is what I'm talking about. There's a couple of Pokemon on the team that I don't think are ideal. I don't want to kind of call them out while they're here, but I think just some of the typings that I have are not great. Some of the movesets that I have are not great. And we're just gonna work with what we have. I think we'll be good for Lorelei. I don't foresee wiping to Lorelei. Smash cut of me wiping to Lorelei. I think Bruno is a joke, and I think Agatha is easily spec'd for, and I think it'll mostly come down to whether I can get through Lance without any losses, and if I do, if I can manage to overcome some of the needs for switching in the rival match. So, I think we've still got a good shot. I think we have less of a good shot than we did when we had some of our earlier plans, but you know, it's a Nuzlocke. I can't expect perfection. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've had some RNG go my way too. Misty went super well. I could have easily lost a Pokemon to Misty and lost absolutely nothing. Surge went pretty well too. I don't think there was anything as ridiculously lucky as there was with Misty, but Surge was just fine. Erica did not go well, but that was on me for bringing the Pokemon that I brought. Just my team was not... I didn't have backups for the team. That's completely on me. Oh no, not Wing Attack. Steel Wing can raise my defense. That's kind of cool. Dutch is already growing, up to 43. I don't know, I love this song. I don't love it as much as the other SimCity song, but I enjoy this song, but it feels like it goes from too bleak to too over the top. Like, maybe this is like a comeback song where at the start something terrible has happened and now you're kind of on the precipice of whatever's happening, but you can hear the dissonance. I don't know, I read a lot into songs. I enjoy the sort of the feeling that this one gives. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one's good memories at the very least, but I don't know that this one fits very well. I guess it kind of fits the moment. I don't know if it'll make the standard rotation, but it's we're rising, but we've got this sort of dissonant sound in the background of Snorlax over here and Jolteon over here. Terrible decisions. So, I'm trying to do better about not leaving giant gaps of silence while I'm grinding, because watching some of the footage back, there's, I go 2 or 3 fights without saying a whole heck of a lot, and, it's gameplay, there's music, there's stuff to chill out too, it's, it's there, but I think the idea is that I'm supposed to be entertaining. Not sure if that's what's supposed to be happening, but I'm not sure what exactly to talk about. There's not enough of a clear direction for me to go at this point. I don't know really what's in Hoenn to, like, I'm not going to prepare for Hoenn until I know if I can beat the Elite Four. This is not a great idea because it's got a mischance on it. I don't want to prepare for... I've said Hoenn several times. If that's not the region that I'm actually going to, I'm sorry. Whatever the other region is once you beat the Elite Four. But I don't want to prepare for that or the other islands in the island chain until I can beat the Elite Four, which is, a pretty major challenge. I'm sure the people of you who are familiar with Nuzlocke and all that are laughing at me having any kind of challenge from such an easy game. But, it's my first time. I've got some pretty tough rules on myself. I'm doing my best, damn it. So, there's no sense in prepping for that. I've talked about my sort of plan for the Elite Four about as much, I think, is reasonable. I mean, I could get into a little bit on what my actual plan for the rival battle is, or if I have one. But other than that, I've kind of, talked that out pretty solidly. Lances, you put in Lapras and you throw ice beams at everything but Gyarados, and you throw Thunderbolt at Gyarados, and you hope your Lapras isn't dead by the time you get there, because then you can't do any of those things. By then, you hope to have a Kabutops, which will be able to do something, maybe. And then for the rival, he's got a Pidgeot, which you can do a number of ways. Thunderbolt's certainly an option there too. The 2 Psychics you can kind of handle a couple of different ways as well with this team. Trying to remember what my plan for the 2 Psychics was, because I know my plan didn't involve this, or this. So I guess the Psychic's plan is to put in a Hypno so that it's able to resist their psychic attacks and just headbutt the hell out of them, because Alakazam has not the best defense in the world, and Exeggutor is its defense is okay, but it's not great. Dodge. But if you get Hypno in there, throw up a barrier, you throw up a light screen, probably in the opposite order. Hypno can hang out and tank a bunch of that for a while. And then, you know, Headbutt flinches and stall it out. And then if you've got a barrier or a light screen up for when you have to flip out for whatever comes after, then you can do that. Thank you for only hitting 3 times. That's very polite of you, Furo. Missed? What do you mean it missed? Hey, Dutch dinged 45. What else am I missing? His Charizard, I've got things to surf. Actually, Kabutops is a phenomenal answer to Charizard because it's super resistant to fire. Unless it still has Metal Claw, in which case, maybe not as good. Kinda doubt it still does. I'll have to check that before I make that decision. That's, what, 4 of his Pokemon? He's probably got a Gyarados too still. So, can go with the Kabutops at that point if the Lapras is looking weak, or you can use the same Lapras plan. And what's his other Pokemon? Two Psychics, a Fire, Bird. I don't know why I can't think of his last Pokemon. The Gyarados and... Oh, it's like a Rhydon. Maybe. Either way, it's a ways off. We've got a fair bit more grind to do, which I know is everyone's favorite thing in the world. Maybe if I complain about it less, it won't bother you as much. I don't know. No fun for me either. No sir, we have seen what you will do on turn 1. Unacceptable. Could you not? Thanks. Love, Calvin. So, that is one of Calvin's issues, is that the things that actually can damage him doesn't have all that much in the way of HP. I might consider using my HP ups on Calvin. Probably throw the speed boosts on Lapras. Lapras keeps the leftovers almost certainly. The other one will probably bounce, depending on the fight. Got a Quick Claw. Don't have anything that's currently using dark moves for the black glasses, so I can just throw berries on some things. There are a couple of other prizes in the Rocket Game Corner that I could use for held items, but I'm already going to be a little low on money as it is. And I feel like, oof, that's a crit ember, huh? Okay. Let's just keep playing safe. No sense in going in with 5th of my HP taken off on Dutch. I like how things that are comparable. Medical treatment in some sort of crazy machine that heals all your Pokemon and is designed for it. Your mom saying take a nap. Some lady in a scary building saying take a nap. A hot spring. A purified, sanctified zone. Like, all of these things all have the same effect. And I guess full restore, but that only does one Pokemon, it doesn't do all 6. Now, Dutch is getting close to one-shot territory on these Ponytas. Dutch's defense, other than speed and HP, Dutch's defense is the highest of the remaining stats. Interesting. It's probably not ideal. So speed definitely goes to Lapras, because Lapras is now my new sort of need for every counter character. Yeah, blow yourself up. Kelvin doesn't care. These 2 in a row of these, huh? Like, I can't feel like I'm doing the wrong thing when the self-destructs keep coming and Iron Tail has proven that it will miss occasionally. I'm pretty confident that if it lands it kills at this point, but if it misses and then a Geodude self-destructs, I'm gonna be real annoyed. So let's just not even allow that to be an option. It can't possibly have I don't know what Geodudes can have for their ability, but even if it has Arena Trap, Flying Pokemon ignore that, so that's okay. I guess it could have like Mean Look or something, but it can't do that before I can swap out, so. I always think this is just a little too loud. Is that better? I hope that's better. I like how it uses Screech and then uses an attack that's based on my special defense. It works really well for me. Alright, so the last time I said something like this, I got a Pokemon killed in the next 20 minutes, but I'm gonna sign off in the next 20 minutes, I'd say. I'm gonna keep grinding Dutch. I'm not gonna do anything fancy or exciting at the very end today. I've had several videos where I ended with something interesting and a song about a dead Pokemon lately. So I'm gonna try to avoid a dead Pokemon at the end of the stream, which would be nice. Like if it's absolutely necessary, I can go sacrifice like the Tangela I traded for or something, but that's not gonna happen. Don't tell Tangeny that. That would just be mean. The Pidgeot having normal and flying is interesting. Normal doesn't feel like a half type to me, like it feels like either you're normal or you're not, but I mean, it certainly has its benefits here and there. Being immune to ghost moves is certainly one of them. And unlike Generation 1, Gust and all the other stuff being flying moves is a little bit more helpful than they used to be. Dutch keeps on growing. Alright, all these Rapidash, that's very helpful, honestly. Take a miss. Gets Dutch an extra turn to heal. I don't know if I just high-rolled that one time and that's why it almost killed the Ponyta with the thing attack or what, but it's not even feeling like it's particularly close at this point anymore. Hey look, it's a Geodude. We don't fight those. Calvin fights those. They definitely made it so that ghosts are a little less bullshit in this game. Other than adding dark, well, first of all, dark moves, and the fact that there's quite a few normal types that get dark moves, like Meowth and Persian do. Some of the birds get Pursuit. So there were a lot of things that had a really hard time with ghosts in actual Gen 1 that, you know, I still wouldn't call them good matchups, but they can participate in the fight instead of just getting absolutely riggedy wrecked. I still think ghosts are very strong. There's some Pokemon that just have no answer to them. And some builds on Pokemon that have no answer to them. Like the Hitmonchan in the Fighting Dojo had 3 different elemental punches. The Hitmonchan in Bruno's arsenal has, to the best of my recollection, 0 elemental punches. I do have to worry or to watch out for identify on Hitmonlee, but if I can get past that, or if I have to, you know, swap out to Hypno and just have Hypno Psychic Blast everything down. That's certainly an option. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in saying this is exactly the team I planned when I started the game. Wouldn't make a single change. Agility, huh? I can't think of a matchup where I'm going to be setting up while I'm on Pidgeot. Pidgeot's coming in, it's because Pidgeot's already fast enough or needs to ace something. I doubt I set up with Pidgeot and then leave Pidgeot in for the next thing that I need to outspeed. Gonna say we look at what the move does exactly. So I don't know why I bothered looking. It raises your speed by 2 steps. I'm thinking about taking this out for return. I think Feather Dance is probably better than Agility for the Elite Four. In the event that Dutch comes out and needs to use Feather Dance to make something a little weaker, it's not a terrible play. And if we end up on return, that's fine. On blowing this stuff up. Eventually Dutch will one-shot and this will go a little faster. But we're not quite near one-shot territory on the Fearow yet. 2's likely for a while. At least Dutch can do the leveling for Dutch itself. Kabuto is just... Maybe your Kabuto's a pacifist. Be an interesting thing to learn when you get to the Elite Four. It's like, nah, you haven't fought me this whole time. I'm not gonna fight now. Wait, what? Hang on. You work for me. I mentioned in a previous video how I thought it was funny that Pokemon teaches the lesson that soda is more healthy for Pokemon than fresh water is. And I didn't mention that I think it's funny that Pokemon teaches kids that basically dogfights for all animals are an okay thing. Like, that's not, like, it's a cool game, I've always enjoyed it, but it's kind of weird that it sort of encourages animal abuse, because that's basically a cat, and that's basically a bird, and you're like, hey, throw them together and make them fight, and that'll be cool. And they love you when you do that more. The more you do that, the more your Pokemon love you. Like, ugh. Maybe we don't have the people at Game Freak teaching kids lessons about the world. This is their nuance. Or Nintendo, or whoever's responsible for the storyline elements of the game. Let your children, who are probably in the single-digit age range, wander the world and meet strange adults and go on boats and battle criminal enterprises. All of those things make a lot of sense and should definitely be emulated in real life. Please note that I have ticked the "this video is not intended for children" button on the video. Hey look, I'm paying enough attention to not get Dutch self-destructed on. Well, that wouldn't hit Dutch anyway. Still not worth leaving Dutch in. Problem is, I can't really level Dutch in that cave anyway. Like, excuse me. Like, I guess Steel Wing might be enough for the Onyxes, and the normal typing weakness to the fighters is kind of mitigated by the flying advantage over the fighters, so maybe that would work, but I'm just not comfortable after what happened to my goddamn Snorlax. I'm not comfortable in that cave anymore. I might just be in this patch at 3 things of grass until everything I have is level 54. And I know that's the most exciting gameplay you can possibly see, and you're welcome for it. And I just really don't want to lose another Pokemon before the league. Like, first of all, you know, I'm starting to run dry on ideas of what can actually help me. And second of all, I really don't want to have to grind something else. Just be like, whatever's the highest level, that's what's coming. Like, Persian, great, you're coming even though your stats are garbage. Like, sorry. Get in the team. We'll find a place for you. There's psychics, we'll bite them. There's ghosts, we'll bite them. It's fine. Do it. Oh look, it's another self-destruct. Oh, that's nice. Alright, cool. The Rapidashes are now two-shottable. And with leftovers, keeping Dutch healthy. This is something that is starting to look like a beginnings of a plan. Dutch is almost level 50. And hey, I have that thing that I wanted where I've actually got my flying Pokemon as a part of my team now. Dutch has been returned to the main roster. I think probably get Dutch to ding 50. We might get Calvin to ding 51, and that'll probably be all for the evening. Find some legendary challenge to embark upon on a whim and get 3 of my Pokemon killed and have to grind for another 6 hours. Eventually I'll run out of things that I can do to get myself killed before the Elite Four. Other than that, I mean, obviously I can always go back to Victory Road and get things killed. Alright, cool. Dutch hits 50. Why would I? It's not enough on its own. There's 6 gradations left, and that took 4 of them. This should be enough to level Calvin to 51, and it is. And right about on time, we are gonna head into the cavern, Ember Spa, have a nice soak. Pokemon are fully refreshed. And we will come back another day, we'll finish our grind, we'll do our roaming around the map, grabbing PP ups and other various items that I have missed along the way. We'll buy some TMs, we'll outfit our Pokemon, and, you know, however many hours the rest of the grind takes. Once that's done, assuming I don't lose anything again, we will head to the Elite Four. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Glad to have you here if you're stream or if you're watching the video. I'm gonna call it a night. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day, however long that is for you. I have been Rhench doing a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke, and I hope you see me next time.